Hello Stampers, Kelly Acheson at astampabove.com coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. Thanks so much for joining me on this video today. I really do appreciate your time. And I hope you continue on with the one stamp at a time blog hop because there's some fabulous projects today that we're sharing with you using Celebration or the new Occasions mini catalog. This is what I am going to share with you today. I'm going to have some tips on these cards using the Tutti-Frutti suite, which is just an adorable collection in the Occasions mini catalog. And I'm going to show you how to make this stinking adorable little flower. So let's get started. Here are the cardstock layers you're going to need for your Rolo flower. I've got 6 pieces of the Tutti-Frutti Designer Series paper, and these are all 3/4 by 3 3/8 long. Then I've got a piece of Tangerine Tango, and I just used a coordinating color for my Designer Series paper. So yours, any color that coordinates. This is 3/4 by 4 1/4. I've got a scrap of the Tutti-Frutti paper for my circle punch that I'm going to need to do. I've got a scrap of Tangerine Tango and a scrap of Lemon Lime. So let's get started. One of the really nice tools that I like to use when I am putting adhesive on little elements like this is my silicone mat. These are fabulous. If you get any glue on it, you just go like this and it comes right off and it keeps your tabletop nice and clean. So I'm going to use, this is going to be the outside of my Rolo flower. This is going to be the inside. So I'm going to take each one of these and line them up right on my silicone mat so that I can put adhesive on all of them. I'm just going to put a little bit of the Fast Fuse on the end. Fast Fuse works great for this because it's super sticky. It's like sticky strip in a tape roller. Sometimes if it doesn't come out, you're just going to push it forward with your thumb. Most of the time what's happening is you're pushing too hard when you're trying to apply it. So just try to lighten your touch a little bit. And you always want to do that little check mark that will make the tape break so you don't get those little boogers all over the place. Okay, once we have that done, I'm going to bring in 6 Rolos. And by the way, this is just a bag of Rolos. These are those chewy caramels and milk chocolate. Yum. There's enough in here to make about 2 flowers. So, and this is a 3-ounce bag. Now, I'm going to start on the smaller end. You've got a smaller end and a larger end. So if you were to set this on a table, this would be the bottom. I'm going to start on the end that is smaller and go around the outside because I want the outside of my flower to have that bigger platform on the bottom. And I'm just wrapping these around here, around the Rolo tightly. If you wanted to, you could put a glue dot on your Rolos. I don't want mine to be that hard to get out of here. So again, this is the non-adhesive. There's no Fast Fuse on this edge, and I'm starting at the smaller end, and I'm just kind of pulling them all around there. Then you want to make sure that you're lining them up so that your paper meets, of course. You don't want it to be all, kitty wampus. There's your redneck word. There's my redneck word for the day. And one thing I forgot to do is you're going to kind of pinch these sides to square off those edges. If you wanted to score yours, you could, but I don't really think we need to get that crazy with this project because nothing needs to be precise here. And you might have a Rolo that's just a tiny bit smaller or maybe a tiny bit bigger than the last one. So they might not all be uniform in size, I guess is a good way to put it. I'm just going to square these off. I'm going to finish up these last 3 and I'll be right back. Now we're going to take our bone folder and we are going to break down the fibers in this paper. And you're going to do this just like you're curling ribbon for a present. We had a lot of practice with that last month, right? Okay, so we've broken down the fibers. I'm just going to take my Fast Fuse and I'm going to apply a strip of it right down the middle of this piece. And now we're going to put our Rolos right on this strip. And you want to get them on there straight so that they're fitting. This is 3/4 inches and this is 3/4 inches. Pull this down a little bit so you're kind of putting the next Rolo almost right underneath the one before it. So you're kind of pushing it in there really good. Very, very close. And we're just going to keep doing that. And push that in there some more. Here goes number 3. Here's, whoops. Okay. Whew. Got that off. Again, push it over like this so you're getting that next Rolo as close as possible to the one before it. And this is the last one for this strip. So I'm going to tuck that up in there nice and tight. There we go. Okay, we're going to take this and form a circle with it. So just keep going around. We're going to push this one up into here as tight as we can also. So I've got that in there, and I'm just going to press that down inside. And whoops. Again, if you want to, you can put some mini glue dots on these. I just kind of pushed on mine and it fell out. The paper that what we're gonna do next is gonna help alleviate that problem. Okay, so we've got our cute little circle with the Rolos on the outside. See this one? This is kind of what I'm talking about. This one here could have been a little closer. Just gonna try and push that up in there so it sticks together good. If you want to, you can use mini glue dots for this part of putting those Rolos on there. It's completely up to you. Next, I'm going to take this scrap of Tangerine Tango and my 1 3/8 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to punch out a circle. This is going to go on the back of my flower. So I'm just going to tuck that down in there behind my flower. Then I'm going to get out my mini glue dots and add a couple to this piece. I can find where they start here. And this is the bottom of it. I should say this is the smaller end. I'm just going to add a couple glue dots here so this sticks really good. I'm going to put that right in the middle of my flower and push it down. That's going to hold your circle on the back, which is going to help keep your Rolos in the flower form. Then I'm going to take this new 1 3/8 inch scallop punch to decorate my flower. I'm going to punch one of those out, and that's going to go right here on the front. Now, how are we going to get that to stick to all of this, right? We're going to take a couple dimensionals. So we're going to put one dimensional, and we're going to pull off the backing, and then we're going to bring in another dimensional. You're going to stack them until you have enough to reach the scallop circle, and I think 2 will do the trick. So I'm just going to put this right in the center of my flower, and that works perfect. And then to top it off, I decided to use this paper with the 1 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to punch this little black and white polka dots that's on the back here and put that in the middle of my flower. And you can do that with whatever adhesive you would like. I am just going to use Fast Fuse here. Now, cute, right? I decided I wanted some leaves, so I had to think about that for a while. How am I going to get some leaves on there? I decided to use this lemon builder punch, and I'm going to use this leaf right here with my lemon lime twist cardstock. I'm just going to punch out a couple leaves. And I saw one of my demonstrator friends do this on a project that was from a couple years ago. I thought, oh my gosh, that is the coolest thing. So I've got my leaf, and this one has the rounded edge. This is a more pointy edge. I'm just going to take my leaf and I'm going to manipulate it or break down the cardstock. And I want this point, the one that's more pointy, not rounded, to be the one that's going to be at the top of my leaf. So I'm just trying to fold my leaf like that so I get a good point on that end. And I'm going to do that to both of my leaves. I've got a really cool thing I'm going to show you. I thought it was pretty neat. So hang tight. You don't want to miss this. You might think, oh, okay, she's done. No, I'm not done. This is a really cool part too. I'm going to grab the pine wood planks. This is one of our dynamic embossing folders, and this embosses, it's really thick, so it embosses really hard and it makes things look 3D-ish, which is really cool. I am going to take my leaf, and on that pointy end that I want to be the, the one that sticks out on my leaf, I'm going to put it right on this edge. Now, I ran a couple through here, and you can see, I hope, in the camera that there's not a lot of lines on a couple of these panels. You want to use one of the panels that has a lot of lines on it here. And you want your leaf to be, the folded edge to be pointing that way, because we want our lines to go the right way on our leaf. And believe me, if you do this wrong, you're going to know it right away, and you're going to go, oh, that's what Kelly was talking about, because guess what? Kelly just did it wrong a couple minutes ago. Now, when you use the dynamic folder, you are going to have one tab open on your Big Shot, or you're going to have the platform by itself without anything on top of it. And then you're only going to use one cutting plate. You don't use two plates with these folders. They're too big. I'll be right back. Okay, and here we go. Look at the texture on these leaves. Is that not really, really pretty? I hope you can see that. You give this a try. If you don't have this folder, you can order it right on my Stampin' Up! Store. You want to give this a try, because this takes your leaves from plain old cardstock punched out to a whole new level. They're just beautiful. All right, now how are we going to get these onto our flower? I'm going to go back to my wonderful little glue dots that I love, right? And I put one glue dot on there, and now I'm going to kind of put that like that, okay? And then I'm going to put a glue dot on the back of each side of the bottom here, so I can stick this to my flower. And I'm just going to tuck this right in between. What do you guys think? Is that stinking adorable? Okay, let me tell you a little bit about the cards that I made today that are part of this little suite. So this suite has the fruit basket stamp set, and then it has these adorable itty bitty fruit punch pack punches. So you get 4 of them: a strawberry, a pineapple, a pear, and an orange or lemon, lime wedge, whatever you'd like it to be. And then we have this Fruity Tutti Designer Series paper. This comes in a 6x6 pack. You get 4 sheets of each design. And isn't this just adorable? And please know that I am missing some designs because I made a bunch of swap cards with this last month. But here is my orange lemon lime card. So the layers that are on the right side of my card are 2 5/8 by 4 7/8. And then this side is 1 inch by 4 7/8. And then of course I've got a 4 by 5 1/4 inch layer under these two, and my card base. So I've got lemon lime twist and peekaboo peach here, and then I just cut this a 1/2 inch wide and whatever size you need for the greeting you're going to put on here, and mounted these on dimensionals. Isn't this just adorable? Here's the strawberry one. Again, same dimensions, and I'm using the lemon lime twist 3/8 inch mini striped ribbon. So this has little stripes in it, which is super cute and coordinates with this whole suite. So we've got our strawberries. This is Night of Navy, my card back, and I used a white layer under here just to help that all pop. And then this one again is Peekaboo Peach with soft suede, the little pineapples, because that's the color that's in here. Super, super easy, cute cards. I love, love, love. Aren't those little punches cute? I stamped 2 of the pineapples and then punched one out and put it on a mini dimensional. 2 strawberries, punched one out on a mini dimensional. 2 slices of fruit, and then 1 on a mini dimensional. Super, super cute, sweet. I think this is a perfect little accompaniment to go along, a little treat to go with your birthday card that you're going to give to somebody, or just a thank you card. Doesn't have to be birthday, it can be anything. It just says you are the sweetest. So you can put birthday in there, you can put thank you, you can put whatever you want. Probably not sympathy. Okay. Anyways, love, love the Tutti-Frutti paper. It's one of my favorites, and I've used it for quite a few things already that didn't even involve this suite. So it's a great paper to have on hand. While you have the fruit on one side, you have kind of some images on the other side that you can use for anything. So if you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. please pop me an email at kelly@astampabove.com, because I'll tell you what, you need to get these mini catalogs in your hands. It is nothing like having a hard copy that you can go through time and time again. Every time I page through this Occasions mini catalog, I see something different, or a tip that I missed before, or some cute little element to something. I'm like, oh, that's where that came from. I love this mini catalog. Thanks so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a little bit of it with me. I hope to see you back here again Friday for another fabulous video. I am going to be killing it with one of our Stampin' Up! Kits. You're going to love it. Bye-bye.